When the emperor of Achaemenid Persia, Cyrus the Great, gazed out at the shores of the Arabian Sea, he likely didn't believe that more than 2.5 millennia later, a commemoration of his empire would contribute to one of the most pivotal events of the late 20th century. In October of 1971, the Shah of Iran, Mohammed Reza Pahlavi, decided to hold an enormous state-financed party to celebrate the 2500th anniversary of the Persian Empire. Though not having had checked the calendar to realise it was actually the 2520th anniversary, the Shah ordered the party to be the pinnacle of flamboyance. Invites were sent to eminent elites across the world, including Queen Elizabeth II, Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, and a litany of other monarchs and statesmen from Belgium to Bahrain. With the world gripped by the ideological clashes of the Cold War, the Iranian state wished to present itself as an epicenter for international cooperation. The celebrations would also demonstrate Iran to be a modern country, capable of organizing and financing colossal ventures. The site chosen for the city would be Persepolis, an old city with very poor infrastructure. Given the immense scale of the celebrations, which took an entire year to plan, roads, housing, and even a local airport underwent extensive investment. Amongst the preparatory checklist included planting exotic trees, snake extermination, and of course vital to any celebration, the importation of 50,000 European songbirds. Countless tents were erected, including one solely for esteemed guests that spanned nearly 70 meters. And were that not enough to garner respect, a few hundred Mercedes-Benz cars, each clocking in at almost £200,000 apiece, stood ready to whisk people to and from the celebrations. But perhaps the most impressive aspect of the celebrations was a 5.5-hour-long feast, the longest in contemporary history. During an era when Iranians either faced near starvation in the streets of Tehran or sat in ostentatious chateaus with glasses of expensive alcohol, the celebrations only made the country's searing wealth inequality even more obvious. Though not entirely agreed upon, the total cost of the celebrations were thought to equal at least £100 million in today's money. Widely seen as a US-backed proxy that was illegitimate to its core, discontent against the Shah's profligate regime drastically rose in response. In their eyes, foreigners had now not only been allowed to undermine Iran's sovereignty by supporting a corrupt government, but excluded Iranians themselves from the celebrations. When Ayatollah Khomeini and his revolutionaries swept the capital and proclaimed the Islamic Republic of Iran in 1979, the last vestiges of the Shah's reign were trampled asunder. In a final death blow to the old regime, the imperial calendar set in 1975 to chart the years immediately after Cyrus the Great took power was reverted to an Islamic format. Hindsight is a cruel thing, bestowing both wisdom and despair onto whoever it touches. Yet it cannot be said that Mohammed Pahlavi felt its wisdom. More than 2,500 years after its birth, the celebrations of one empire would spell the doom of another.